It's a ghetto people song, only them can sing this world. It's a song for the poor who is facing suffering. It's a ghetto people song, only them can sing this world. It's a song for the poor who is facing suffering. Young Police Channel from Jamaica. Big up, Rastafari. Everton Blender said that.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, whether or not you want to believe it, we're talking today about your favorite artist, Vybz Kartel. So he had posted a video, talking about, reminiscing about his days, growing up, wanted to own a bicycle, a reflection of his early life. So, Vybz Kartel, reflection on his early life, longing for simple things like a bicycle. Paint a picture of a man who claims to have risen from humble beginnings to owning vehicles and houses to what he describes as hard work. Yeah, Vybz Kartel, he never tell us him sell drugs or because him a gangster why him have money. Him says because hard work. So although he's a man him work hard and we know that him very successful in the music industry because he's able to captivate the low IQ populace, and bring them, because as we tell you already, Jamaican people on a whole, anything that is negative, them always gravitate to it. So Vybz Kartel is Mr. Negativity, and most of the artists them, because very rare you find any cultural artist right now that's dominating the ear-space in the Jamaican music. Yes, everybody know a promoter, they must say, boy, them take it round there. Them not have nothing to offer. All them just come out, especially the women them come out on the stage, no underwear, nothing, and them just, gallivant and twerk, and that's all them have to offer. And yeah, one of them named Shensi, she say, she will take it right round there. Because she please the Europeans them, to say yes, she's on board with them and them rear admiral behavior. But in case you do not know, because most of these people, they are dummies, them know say that kind of lifestyle, what it's doing is crippling the population growth. So that's why white people now them create wars in other, especially in where the Arab people them live, because they are closest thing to the white people. And then create migration, make people have to migrate from their country in the Middle East, you understand? And come to Europe for boots up them population. So all of these things that they are promoting and make it like this allure and nothing, and it's all an illusion. So anyway, so we'll continue, with Vybz Kartel. So he credits his success to his talent. And we are making you see the video where, as one of our viewers shared today. And you know that we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, especially people in a Patreon, they have exclusive access to us, and we from time to time, they will contact us, you understand, especially when a pressing issue and they want us to do a story about it. Sometimes even things in other parts of the world, you understand, to show, because Jamaica is intertwined with the world. Jamaica is not isolated. Jamaica is not a hermit kingdom like North Korea, you understand. And Jamaica have problems, so don't follow people who Jamaica have no problem, you understand what I'm saying. So he credits his success to his talent as an artist and insists that it is through music and not criminality that he achieved these material gains. So he must say hard work create success. So this narrative attempts to convey a positive message to the youth of Jamaica and beyond, promoting the idea that success can be achieved through dedication and talent. So you have to give him credit for that. Hey, look here, we're not on a man's side, we're just all about Team Jamaica. And we do believe in our redemption. We're not forgive him committing crimes, him and the people the man gotta for deal with that. We not support criminality at no time. So however, there's a glaring contradiction between this message and the reality of Kartel's life, especially considering his long-standing association with criminal elements in Jamaica. While Kartel may be trying to rewrite his legacy by downplaying or even denying his involvement in criminal activities, the evidence suggests otherwise. Allegations have consistently surfaced about his ties to dangerous gangs like Klansman, Tesha Miller's network, and Courtney Stammer Terror Samuels, suggesting that his financial support and influence may still contribute to the violence and chaos in communities such as Spanish Town and Portmore. His message to the youth, if we take his claim at face value, would be about hard work and using one's talent to rise above poverty. But the undercurrent of his lifestyle, surrounded by violence, criminality, and manipulation of power, presenting a conflicting example. This duality raises the question of what kind of success he is really promoting. One that is built on genuine hard work, or one marred by exploitation and destruction. Vybz Kartel influence on young people can be dangerous, as it glorifies a life that may seem glamorous on the surface but is rooted in harm to others. As you know, Vybz Kartel is one of those people who violate other people's rights. As we said before, so the goldfish them gone already, so you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I just saw it go. So, so someone asked us a question, and said, say, Sir Porter, do you think Vybz Kartel can change his life of crime and become a role model to our youth after he has done so much harm to our little island, Jamaica, its culture and its moral fabric? Can he save our people after decades of normalizing decadence and promoting promiscuity, especially to our little girls? The question raises a crucial point about the duality of public figures like Vybz Kartel who possess undeniable influence, but whose actions and message have had a profound and often negative impact on the society. Kartel, once hailed as a musical genius, has undoubtedly left a lasting mark on Jamaican dancehall culture. However, his music and lifestyle are also contributed to a culture that glorifies criminality, promiscuity, and materialism, often at the expense of moral integrity and well-being of the nation's youth. So let's first address the notion of Kartel changing his life of crime. While it is always possible for people to change, the sincerity of such transformation must be examined, especially given his history and continued association with criminal elements, even while incarcerated. Reports have long linked Kartel to notorious figures in Jamaica's underworld, such as the Klansman gang, Tesha Miller, Andre Blackman Bryan, who them call One Dan, and others who are responsible for widespread violence and devastation like Spanish Town and its environments, Portmore and other parts of Jamaica. If Kartel were to genuinely break away from these ties, it would be a monumental shift. But history has shown that such changes do not come easily, especially when one is deeply entrenched in a life of crime and violence. So it's hard for a leopard to change its skin. Although the leopard can't change its spot, and the snake can't change its snake may shed the skin, but it's still a snake. So now, can Kartel become a role model to our youth? In theory, yes. But to be a role model is not simply about preaching positive messages or even having a public image of such success. It requires genuine leadership by example. A role model must demonstrate through actions, not just words, that they embodied values such as integrity, respect for others, and a commitment to bettering the community. Kartel's track record, however, raises doubt. Over the years, his music has celebrated violence, promiscuity, and a get-rich-at-any-cost mentality. Remember, Kartel are the man to promote and big up all the scammers them and all of these things. Yeah man, and him say a reparation and all kind of thing. So it depends on who you ask and people moral compass. As we said before, scammers, both sides are scammer. You understand what I'm saying? If you never buy something, or you expect to win something and you never buy anything, that goes to show you. And these are Donald Trump voters, because you see the Democrats now, they are more educated people. You can't scam Democrats. Because that's why they have so many problems with the Democratic voters, because they are not like the Republican voters. Them vote anybody on the top of the ticket. Them not care who, if I even dog, drunk or Satan or whatever. I saw them vote. Them vote party, then I vote for people. In a Democratic Party, total different things. You did hurt them feelings before, them now vote for you. So that's why America is at this juncture right now, because black people never turn out and vote in a 2016 for Hillary Clinton, because choose to speak the truth about them. So black people, black men, were some of the most dangerous predators in America. How you mean? Even right now in a 2024, I am a black man. Anytime I see a certain black man, if I have on my jewelries, them, you understand? I have one to say, boy, if today for that black man, I may go kill. Because, hey, look here, as a black man, I'm not even worry about the white man or Spanish man or other race of people. I black man, I fear worry about. Because him I walk in a certain way, and him believes that you for afraid of him and them thing. And you know, say, we're not afraid of people. So, that's how it is, and you mustn't tell them the truth. Them commit crime, them are there. And them commit crime, boy, you know if you talk about it. No, we are talk about it and them thing. You're a criminal, you must face the full force of the law. Yeah, I mean. So if you don't want to be called super predators, you don't commit crime. So them not vote, and that's how we get Donald Trump. Then everything now for black people, the Supreme Court start tear it away. And them still not get it, because they are all still dummies same way. And guess what now? Them will tell us education a white man thing, but yet all of them are work for God, the white man prison. Make that make sense to me. If you're not sure, say people them are really dummy. Well, sometimes we just go off in a tangent because we are show you how black people, because you have to understand your mind is powerful, you know. Yeah, your mind is very, very powerful. You understand? So moving on, you know, so far the young girls, his lyrics have normalized promiscuity and the objectification of women, which undermines efforts to promote self-respect, education, and empowerment. Yeah, so over the years, his music has been celebrated violence, promiscuity, and get-rich mentality, as we tell you already. So if Vybz Kartel really and truly wanted to become a positive influence, he would need to publicly and decisively denounce his past involvement in criminal activities, breaking all ties with violent gangs that continue to plague Jamaica, and use his platform to actively promote peace, education, and social responsibility. So not until then, we can't take Vybz Kartel serious. Just like how with Butch Banton, the court dealer, Isaac Buchanan, the court dealer, and the rear admiral, not until these people come out and publicly say, yes, what I have done in the past is wrong, but Jamaican people and people are not all, because them like people, no, them not say that, them not the all them responsible. And when you know as a black man or as a person attack and I say, but these people, them not showing a form of remorse to them crimes or what they have done, them still want to be treated as deity, and they are not. They are just the epitome of evil. So Vybz Kartel would need to acknowledge the damage his music and lifestyle have caused, and take concrete steps to undo the harm by contributing positively to the community, whether through mentorship programs, funding education initiatives, or using his influence to discourage violence and crime. He's not going to do that, because that a part of Vybz Kartel. It's not in DNA to be violent. You have to understand. Him don't know anything. Him don't know the difference between, to him, wrong is right and right is the right. Them never wrong. I so get up people think. You understand? Him not going to do that. So if you are wait for that, you can continue wait, because you're going dead before that happen. Well, I tell you that. So that will never happen. So over the deeper issue, is that Vybz Kartel's music and persona are deeply woven into the fabric of Jamaican dancehall culture. Yeah, whether or not you want to believe it, my most popular artist, even to this day, a man went in prison for over 13 years, and him still come back and dominate the airspace. That goes to show his effectiveness of manipulating and controlling the people's mind. Nothing could have penetrate them brain, because them brain insulated for any positive music. If you notice, them are down to the decadent and all a little dummy, one little like some rat when name that thing man, king away man name. It's be foolish as all of these guys sing now. And then you have a big fat guy where up the road in a Broward County, him live like rat. Can't wait for America send him back to Jamaica and them thing that the one and him Teletubby, Squash, yeah. Him a dangerous one of the biggest informer that we'll soon tell about him and everything, you understand? So many youths look up to Vybz Kartel not just as a musical artist, but as a figure of power and wealth, attained through means that are not always lawful or morally sound. For Kartel to undo the harm he has caused would require a radical cultural shift, one that starts with him but must extend to the wider music industry and community. It's not enough for one man to change. The entire ecosystem that supports and glorifies crime, violence, and moral decay must be dismantled. How we're going to do that? It's all done through education and teaching people self-respect, self-esteem, self-love, and teach them all of the good things. Teach them about truthfulness and the destruction of dishonesty and and decadence and all of these things. People don't go to church anymore because the church is seen as a business. And if I have hey, look here, our ancestors back in Africa never have to go to church, and we were the most morally inclined people on planet Earth. When King Leopold II was sending his missionaries to Africa, he told them that the black people are more morally superior to the Europeans, because the black people don't believe in if they get rich, and then they believe in if they exploit other people. That's how I'm saying. And Africans, our ancestors in Congo, other parts of Africa, them never gone to church. Nobody never used to rob, rape, and commit crimes against each other. We used to live as a family until the same white people came in. And they are the one that impart this culture to us, a man named Michael Manley. Yeah, and Michael Manley is revered, lauded, and celebrated by black people. Them love Michael Manley more than even Jesus Christ. I tell you, even to this day, although a man did gone. Only thing Michael Manley legacy like live on is the legacy of criminality. That him left that with us. You look at that ball blood. Me just telling you the truth. And now we have Baby Chop now. Baby Chop now I left Rear Admiral behavior to us. So nothing good black people and the white people they impart to us. They impart us to be gangsters while they are the banksters. So them give us gangs as black people and them keep the banks. So them control the money. And we here and black people forgot jail and the departure loan. You saw them smart. And we still destroy ourselves. And black people don't realize that. So to truly save our people, particularly the youth of Jamaica, we need more than just words from Kartel. We need a complete transformation of both the man and the cultural landscape. He helps shape. Only time will tell if Kartel can genuinely rise to this challenge, but responsibility also falls on society to hold him and others like him accountable for the legacy he leave behind. So we are making a listen to Vybz Kartel where him have to say about him, rising to the top, and him not have to worry about nothing and them thing, and everything that him used to dream about, him have it now. You understand? Him say nothing bicycle now on a bicycle now, because him want to manage cars, houses and all of these things. So you watch, you listen and you decide. The goldfish them gone long time, so you don't have to worry about them.
So you with them, never give up. Just work hard for your goals and put God first. Now, a while ago, me and Mooney there reason and thing, and I see a man a shot past on a bicycle, and I say, Mooney, watch there. And the dog laugh and I say, no, long me not see a bicycle. And me there reason, and I tell him, say, yo, remember one time back in the days when me a youth, me dying for own a bicycle. And you see it? With the help of hard work and the help of God, a whole heap of houses and cars man own. A whole heap of money, you see? So remember that ghetto you, never give up. Always work hard and put God in front of everything. Have a blessed day. I'm out.
Well, when I go say that, when him say I'm out, I will him thief it from and them thing, but you know that it's just a police thing, you know, when you're off the radio. Yeah, so when time we say Jamaica Young Police Channel out, it's a police thing that, you understand? Yeah, that time, you know, you communicate over the police radio. So that's where we come from it. So as you heard the man say, yeah, so you have to wonder how we should get him attack, you understand? Because you know says it definitely you know, say him a God too. So Vybz Kartel message serve as a poignant reminder of a man who has spent nearly a quarter of his life behind bars, yet now walks free, surrounded by round-the-clock security to protect his life. Because I want a meme where him created them thing that enemies. So his narrative on the surface seemed to convey an inspiring story to the youth of Jamaica and beyond. A story of a man who claims to have risen from adversity, build an empire and overcome personal struggles. But what is the true message he is sending to the young people of Jamaica and the world? The contradiction lies in the duality of Kartel's life and legacy. While his outward message may emphasize hard work, talent and success, the deeper, darker reality cannot be ignored. Kartel's rise to fame and influence as always accompanied by whispers and in some cases blatant accusation of involvement in criminal activity. His life has long been surrounded by crime and even in his music. The theme of violence, promiscuity and power often demonstrate the lyrics painting a different picture that one he now strives to project. For the young people of Jamaica, his influence is undeniable. But the question remains, what is the true lesson they are learning from his example? On one hand, they see a man who has accumulated wealth and fame, who walks as a powerful figure, even after incarceration. On the other hand, they witness the consequences of a life allegedly intertwined with criminality, violence and moral decay. Kartel's life, even as a free man, remains steeped in a controversy, with information circulated that he continuously engaged in illegal activities, allegedly maintaining ties with dangerous factions like the Klansman gang and other criminal networks. Reports suggest that, despite his public proclamations, he has not entirely abandoned his old ways, potentially still providing financial support and influence to fuel chaos, death, and suffering in communities such as Spanish Town and Portmore. This duality raises critical questions about his true message to the youth. Is he telling them that they can rise from poverty and adversity through sheer talent and hard work? Or is the underlying lesson that success, however it is attained, can protect you from consequences even when your hands are dirty? For many young people, Kartel's life seems like an alluring paradox where criminalities and success coexist, where the lines between right and wrong are blurred, and where moral compromises can lead to fame and fortune. But this is where the danger lies. When the message becomes one that glorifies not just hard work, but the manipulation of systems and engagement in harmful activities, it distorts the values that society needs to instill in its youths. The normalization of violence, lawlessness and decadence in Kartel's music, and by extension his life, has influenced an entire generation. While he may stand as a symbol of power, the cost of that power is often overlooked. How many lives have been destroyed? How many communities torn apart by criminal elements that Kartel is accused of supporting? Kartel's influence, therefore, is not just about his musical talent or his ability to captivate an audience. it is also about the example he sets. Even though he has spent years in prison, his music and persona continue to thrive, sending a dangerous message that criminal behavior does not necessarily prevent one from achieving success. This distorted version of success can be toxic to young minds, especially in a country like Jamaica, where many youths are grappling with poverty, lack of opportunity, and the allure of the fast life that Kartel's image represents. If Vybz Kartel truly want to inspire the youth and save Jamaica's next generation, he would need to fully acknowledge the damage caused by his past actions, both in his personal life and in the message conveyed through his music. He would have need to make a clear break from any criminal associations and use his platform to uplift and educate, rather than perpetuate a cycle of violence and moral ambiguity. To simply claim success while ignoring the path that led to it is a disservice to the very people who look up to him. The youth of Jamaica need role models who stand for more than just fame and fortune. They need leaders who show that success can be achieved through positive means, through education, perseverance, and commitment to bettering not only oneself, but also the community. They need figures who uplift rather than exploit, who inspire rather than corrupt. Whether Vybz Kartel can transfer into such a figure remains uncertain, but as it stands, his legacy is still marred by the shadow of his past. Kartel's message, whether intentional or not, is a complex one, fraught with contradictions. On the surface, he may preach hard work and talent as the keys to success, but the realities of his life tells a different story. One where criminality, controversy, and the glamorizations of negative behavior cast a long shadow over any positive influence he might have. For the youth of Jamaica and beyond, the challenge is discerning which message to follow and understanding the true cost of the lifestyle Kartel represents. And for Kartel himself, the question remains, is he willing to truly change, not for his own benefit, but for the betterment of the nation's future? So it's just to wait and see. So some people say, so when Vybz Kartel invoke the name God, and you see him have the tattoo say, love God, it raises significant questions about which God he is truly referring to, especially given the contradictory nature of his lifestyle, music, and public persona. The question isn't just rhetorical. It touches on a much deeper conflict between Kartel's outward use of religious language and a darker undertones that characterize much of his work and behavior. Historically, Satan, who once one of God's most trusted angels before rebellion, referred to himself as God on earth. So just remember that. So attempting to position himself as a false deity, one who thrives on the inversion of morality and the corruption of what is good, that brings us to the uncomfortable realization that not every invocation of God necessarily aligns with God of righteousness, truth, and light. In Kartel's case, many aspects of his life much appear to celebrate themes that distinctly at odds with divine goodness, violence, promiscuity, and moral decay. So when Kartel's mention God, we must ask ourselves, which God does he align himself with? Which God? He can't be God of, Abraham, Isaac, and God who created the heaven and earth. Vybz Kartel has built his career an image around a persona that glorifies the very things that most religious teachings, whether Christian, Islam, or otherwise, warn against. His lyrics often promote not only violence and criminal behavior, but also hyper-sexualized, materialistic worldview where the pursuit of power, wealth, and control come at any cost. In many ways, it mirrors the attributes associated with Satan, who embodies rebellion, pride, and the corruption of human values. Satan's role, according to religious texts, is to deceive humanity and lead them away from righteousness by making what is wrong seem alluring, powerful, and desirable. This deception lies in the heart of much of Kartel's music, where destruction is painted as success and as sin is freedom. By invoking God's name, Vybz Kartel may be trying to project an image of righteousness or claim some form of spiritual legitimacy. But the contradiction between his words and his deeds cannot be overlooked. The celebration of violence and moral degradation is in essence a celebration of the forces that pull people away from divine and towards destruction. It is as if Kartel's message is not one of redemption or spiritual growth, but rather one that glorifies earthly vibes, making the immoral appear acceptable, even praiseworthy. In religious terms, this aligns more closely with the works of the adversary. Satan was always sought to undermine divine order by encouraging humans to indulge in the basest desires. Moreover, Kartel's influence over the youth, both in Jamaica and globally, create an even more dangerous scenario. For young people who idolize him, there's a strong chance they might mistake his invocation of God's name as a sign that his actions are somehow justified or divinely approved. This form of deception that mirrors Satan's greatest trick, making what is evil appear good. When Kartel speak of God, whether intentionally or not, it's in a mixed message and signals as a value he promotes in his music and lifestyles are antithetical to those upheld by any traditional understanding of God as a force for love, peace, and justice. To go further, this pattern of invoking God's name while glorifying evil is not new in history. Many figures throughout time have used religious language to mask their true intention or to give an air of legitimacy to actions that are deeply destructive. In the case of Kartel, his use of God might be a way of shielding himself from criticism or trying to give his fan base the impression that he is more than just a musician, that he's a figure with deeper spiritual authority. But this authority, if it exists, is built not on moral grounds, but on foundation of chaos, manipulation, and exploitation. For those who are spiritually discerning, it becomes clear that the God Kartel may be invoking is not the God of love, redemption, or righteousness, but rather twisted reflection of divine authority, one that aligns more closely with Satan's rebellion than divine order. His actions speak far louder than his words, and his consistent celebration of sin in his music reveals that the God he worships might very well be the one that revels in disorder and destruction. The God of the world, often referred to a religious circle as Satan. In conclusion, when Vybz Kartel mentions God, it's important to question which God he's truly referring to. Given the content of his music, his lifestyle, and the destruction that has followed his influence, it seems far more likely that his God is not the God of heaven, but the one who seeks to turn the world away from righteousness and towards destruction. The false God, Satan, who once sought to elevate himself above all, masqueraded as a beacon of power while leading people into darkness. cartel lies filled with contradiction is a reminder that not all invocation of God are rooted in good, and his acts and traditions are deep in alignment with the forces of evil, celebrating that which pull people away from the true light of the divine goodness. So those of you who are thinking Vybz Kartel are some deity, but I think again, Vybz Kartel is the epitome of evil. Not until this man denounce him past and show that he is willing to change. So when Vybz Kartel invoke the word God, you have to ask yourself, which God? The God of this world, Satan, or the God of love, peace? Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.